So if you'll observe here, so this is what we are saying. So if we are getting the food like milk, curd, cheese, eggs, meat, chicken, fish, and all as a food from the other animals. So these all the foods which we are obtaining from animals, and these all the foods like varieties we are getting from the plants. So if we take, many animals obtain their food by eating the flesh of other animals alone. Understand? If we take, we people, human beings, we are taking the plants as well as animals. And if we take, only animals are there which only will eat flesh of, understand? A raw flesh, raw meat of other animals, a flesh of other animals. So we have that animals, we have a separate name also for them. So the animals which will eat only the flesh of other animals only they will eat. Understand? Suppose, for example, they will eat only fish, birds, snakes, insects, all obtain their food from other animals. Understand? Suppose if we'll take the big fish will eat always a small fish. The bird eat always worms and insects. Is it yes or no? Birds also non-vegetarians. Yes or no? Worms and insects, everything will be eaten by the birds. Like that, if we'll take snake eats what? Majorly. What is the food, the major food of snake? Frog. Is it yes or no?
Rats.
Rats and frogs. Correct or not? Rats, frogs, and any kind of dead bodies. Understand? Which will be eaten by snake. Understand? So, if we'll take, this snake eats frogs, and if we'll take any insects, suppose if we'll take, suppose some dog died. Have you noticed it? After 3 or 4 days, once it will start decomposing, if you are not covering inside the soil, more flies are going and making a sound. They like. Is it yes or no?
Sir.
Means in the sense of they are eating that flesh or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is. So some insects and some birds like vultures, understand, and fox like that.
Crow is not carnivorous.
What am I?
Crow.
Crow also will eat. Crow also will eat the dead animal. Yes or no? Have you noticed
No,
it?
sir, but it will eat both, no, sir.
It will eat
Plants
both.
and
That is what I
Crow
mean.
is omnivores.
It will eat both. Most of the birds will eat both. Understanding? But if you take vultures and all, they will eat only the dead bodies.
Yes, sir. Dead bodies of.
Yeah, dead bodies of animals. Understanding that anything, even humans also, no problem. For them, humans also, animals only. So that is all about this one. So now, this is coming to the animals. Now coming to the plants also, we have another kind of plants. What is that? Which not having a chloroplast or chlorophyll. That is only we should call as a non-green plants. What we should call?
Non-green plants.
Non-green plants. What these plants will eat?
Insects.
These non-green plants which are unable
Dead
to
and decaying bodies.
food by the photosynthesis, these plants also, they will obtain their food from other plants, and as well as
other plants.
animals. If we take mushroom will grow in plant only. Yes or no? At the stem of the plants and somewhere it will grow and will absorb the things from that plant only. Amma, understand, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So that is. So for example, if we take yeast. So yeast is the one of the example of a non-green plant which can obtain the food from plants and animals. So if we take, understanding, even the plants can eat insects also. You may notice it. Plants can eat insects. Few plants.
Venus flytrap.
Yes.
Venus
What is the
flytrap.
plant name?
Venus
Flytrap.
Picture plant. Picture. Understand? Venus flytrap also. Very good. First one is picture plant. Picture. Understand? P-I-T-C-H-E-R. Picture plant. Another plant. What is that name, Ra? What you said? Venus flytrap.
Venus flytrap.
Venus flytrap. Both are the plants, but these are called as non-veg plants. What we should call? Non-veg plants. It will eat what?
Insects.
Insects.
So have you seen that flytrap plants?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You may have seen it, correct or not? So this picture plants and the picture plants will be like bowl, mug like this will be.
Jug, sir.
Yeah,
Sir.
like we have a cap. So whenever insect will be entering to here, it will be shut down. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now as
Be
well
like
as
a
we
jug.
take a fly trap. Fly trap means in the sense of like our fingers. this
Yes,
flytrap
sir.
plants will be like this. So whenever the insect will
Yes.
enter middle, it will be crossed like this. Yes or no? Like
Yes,
this it will
sir.
cross,
Yes, sir.
insect will be died middle. So that is what that is. So these are the two plants which will eat the insects. Understand? So like that, if you take yeast, yeast will grow in only understanding the plants and animals, dead plants and any kind of food and all. So as starch or some other. What is the Dina saying? So
Bread molds.
plants, how they will store food? Dina, they won't store the food raw. Only they will start observing. That's all. Dina, always they will be. Suppose if there is no source, they will be die automatically. You understand, Dina? There is no storage of this food, this kind of plants. They will just like ours, like fat, how we are storing. If they are getting more and more, they will store the food, not like starch. Understanding? So that is like we are converting into fat. If we eat excess amount of oils and all, we are converting into fat and we are storing them in our body. Like that, they will eat the food from the plants and animals. That food will be, they will converting into the storage of the starch and they will be growing. That is only we people. We will eat mushrooms. Mushrooms also one of the kind of non-green plants. Yes or no? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Mushrooms.
Yes, sir.
Mushrooms is famous in Pudukkottai, correct?
Yes, sir.
Mushroom fried rice.
Yes, sir.
These mushrooms are what? One of the non-green plants. So these non-green plants will obtain the food from the plants only, and they will store in the form of starch. That's obtaining food, like how we are storing the fat. That is. So, like this, if you'll observe this nutrition of animals, understanding, and non-green plants based upon the food which they are obtaining. Either they are obtaining from plants, or they are obtaining from both animals and plants, or they are obtaining only from the animals. Understand? So depend upon that, we are classifying this. Understanding? All the animals can be dividing into 3 groups. What is that? On the basis of their food habits, we are going to classifying these animals into 3 groups. Can you able to say what is that?
Carnivorous.
First one, which are
Omnivorous.
Herbivores.
only from
Herbivorous.
the plant. That is only called as, what we should call?
Herbivores.
Herbivorous.
Herbivores.
Herbivores.
Herbivores. Next one, only
Carnivores.
only flesh.
Carnivores.
Carnivores.
Carnivores. Understanding? Eating, getting the food
Omnivores.
from both plants.
Omnivores.
Omnivores.
Omnivores. Understanding? Omnivores. So these are the 3 kinds of animals which we have classified on the basis of what? On the basis of their
Food they eat. Food animals eat.
habits. Understanding? On the basis of their food habits.
Food habits.
Food habits, we people are classifying this all the animals into 3 categories. That is only herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. Understand? So now let us go for here. We will discuss herbivorous, carnivorous, and omnivorous. Understanding somewhat in detail one by one. So let us start with the first one. What is that? Herbivores. Understand? So if it comes to the herbivores, some animals, understanding, some animals if we'll take in our nature, we can observe some animals, they will eat only plant parts or the products of the plants. Understand? They will eat only, they eat only what? They eat
Plants or products of the
only
plant.
plants
Or products
products of plants. Products of plants. So if we take whatever the animals, those animals which eat only the plants or products of plants, they are only called as herbivores. What we should call? Herbivores. So if we take these herbivores, they may eat grasses. Grasses is the product of what? Plants only. Is it yes or no? They may eat the leaves of the plants. They may eat the grains of the plants. Understanding? They may eat the fruits or bark of the trees. They may eat the fruits, vegetables, and understanding, bark of trees. Bark of trees. So if any animal only eating, depending on its life, only by eating these kind of parts of the plants, then that is only we used to call as herbivores. Can you able to say the herbivores example which in our surroundings? Let me see.
Deer,
Huh?
Deer, sir.
deer, giraffe,
So let us see
Cow.
and study. Measure
Worms.
us with our home. We are having a goat, understand? Sheep,
Goat.
Cow.
cow,
cow,
buffalo,
Worms.
buffalo, BAFF, correct? Yeah, buffaloes. Next one, horse,
Earthworms.
horse, epoma. What is that? Horse,
Earthworms.
deer, understand? Camel. Tell me now. Go to the forest and tell me. Camel, ox, ox. You know,
Zebra.
bull, zebra, elephant.
Zebra, sir.
Elephant is a non-veg or veg? Pure veg. Elephant.
Veg,
Monkeys.
sir.
We observe monkeys. Monkeys are vegetarians or non-vegetarians?
vegetarians,
Veg only.
No,
They
sir.
are
Both,
herbivores.
sir.
Squirrels, rabbit. Rabbit, how many of you know rabbit? Rabbit is a veg or non-veg? Herbivorous or some other? Rabbit.
Sir.
Herbivorous.
Now, your
Herbivorous,
Surya,
sir.
your Surya movie, Bandobast movie, if you
Veg, sir.
observe, we have one kind of flies. That what we should call? That the PM will die. That movie, what is that recent movie, Ray? Bandobast.
Locust. Locust, sir.
Whatever
Locust.
it is.
Sir,
That
Kapan,
we are having
Kapan.
something.
Locust, sir.
kapan, sir, kapan,
Locust.
Yeah.
Locust, sir.
Grasshoppers. Grasshoppers, you know,
Sir.
even our India is
Grasshoppers.
affected.
Grasshopper.
Eat the plants.
Locust, sir.
Movie
They are
name I am not
locusts,
asking.
sir.
Grasshoppers. Do you know grasshoppers? Recently also Gujarat and so many states in India
Locusts,
is
sir.
affected with us. They will eat the only plants completely, leaves and
Locust, sir.
all the pulses and all. Grasshoppers and also hippopotamus. How many of you know hippopotamus?
Locust.
Have you know?
Yes, sir.
Hippopotamus.
Yes,
Spelling, please.
Yes, sir.
Hippopotamus spelling. HIPPO
HIPPO.
TAMUS. Hippopotamus.
POTAMA.
Hippopotamus. How many of you seen the hippopotamus? So this is also a
Yes, sir.
zebra, hippopotamus, National Geography challenge. Understand? National Geography, we can see that. Yes? Hippopotamus. Yes or no?
Sir, reptile.
These all the things are
Sir,
examples of what? Examples of herbivores. Understand?
Herbivorous.
Because only these things will eat the parts of the plant or the products of the plant. So that is why these are called as herbivorous animals. So that is why herbivores are simply we can call as herbivorous means they are the plant eaters. That's
Plant eating.
yes or no?
Plant.
Herbivorous means we can call them are
Plant eating animals.
they are plant eaters. What is
Plant eating animals.
plant eaters?
Plant.
That's all. Plant eating animals and all wait not. Only they are plant eaters. So that is why we used to called as herbivorous. Also we can called as herbivorous animals. What is it called? Herbivorous animals, or we can called as herbivores. Both are same. Remember that. Herbivores or herbivorous animals means in the sense of who will eat plant, understand, or else they are the plant eaters. That is why we can call them as herbivorous animals. You understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Herbivores. Also we can call it as what? Herbivorous animals. Herbivores are herbivorous animals. Herbivores are herbivorous animals. Right. Those animals which eat only plants, are called herbivores. Which eat only plants are called herbivores. Herbivores. These herbivores may eat grasses, They may eat grasses, leaves, may eat grasses, leaves, grains, may eat grasses, leaves, grains, fruits, vegetables, and the bark of trees. Examples you people can write, correct? Examples of these herbivores. Okay? So that you can write the examples. Understand? Examples you can write anything. Understanding? Rabbit, cow, understanding? Something you can write ox, buffaloes, etc. One or two write and you keep etc. But you remember hippopotamus also, that is. Grasshoppers, hippopotamus and all. Like final statement. Herbivores are plant eaters. Herbivores are plant eaters. That's all. Herbivores are plant eaters. So this is about the herbivores. So what is the next type of animals? Carnivores.
Carnivore.
Carnivore.
So carnivores. So that is all we'll study in the next class. So now already time is 6:30. So with this, I'm going to stop today's class. Thank you all.